Number 6, programming includes all of the following except goals, preliminary designs, budgets, room and square footage estimates. So, okay, here's the main thing. The reason I bring up this question, this is like a key thing that is very likely to show up in some way on your exams, probably in PPP, but potentially in some other spots as well. Do you think about goals when you're doing the programming? Absolutely. So that one's check. That's a good one. Preliminary designs, that seems reasonable, but let's come back to that one. Budgets. Yes, you absolutely think about budgets when you're doing the programming. How else would you be able to know how big a building you could build, right? You have to understand the costs of things relative to what you can get for that cost. Otherwise, there's really no point in starting the project. And one of the ways we understand the budgets is by understanding the square footage and how big things need to be, how many rooms we're talking about. Can those rooms be, could I use the multi-purpose room and the cafeteria as the same room? Do I have to have them be separate? Like, that's all stuff that would get worked out in the programming phase. So absolutely those. So the answer has to be preliminary designs. That's the one that you're not supposed to be including in the programming. Now, this is kind of goofy because when you talk about architects, essentially all architects want to design all the time. And so if the architect is involved in the programming, you're immediately starting to think, oh, wouldn't it be cool if, right? And you start going off, we could have this thing and it could be big over here and little over here. And it's actually exactly the wrong thing to do under programming. Because what starts to happen is if you're designing while you're programming, then you will find that you are pre-selecting the goals that get to your design. You are pre-selecting the square footages and the room relationships that get to your design. You're not being a free thinker about what the project could be, and therefore you're actually limiting the project if you do any designing during the programming phase. So this is one of the reasons why programming isn't always done by architects, because a lot of people don't trust the architects to do it because they know the architects will want to start designing right away, and that's not the point. And so that question will absolutely show up somewhere, somehow in this process. Hopefully that's pretty clear.
Thank you, Mike, and thanks to all of you who've tuned in. And if you'd like to attend our next a.r.e. live broadcast, visit blackspectacles.com/podcast to register. You'll have a chance to ask questions and share your answers with Mike for live feedback during the broadcast, just like today. And to learn more about our AIA a.r.e. prep curriculum, go to blackspectacles.com. We'll include a link in the show notes. And for those of you who are ready and want to go ahead and get busy preparing for the ARE, you can use a coupon, a 15% coupon off the first charge on any AIA ARE prep membership with code 527-15webinar. That's 527-15webinar. And that'll expire on June 15th. And of course, if you're already an AIA member, you can visit aia.org/ARE prep to get a 30% discount for the entire duration of your AIA ARE prep membership, not just the first charge. And that also expires on June 15th. And finally, please leave a comment below the video to let us know what you think and share any suggestions that you may have. I promise we'll read every word that you write and use them to tune our next episodes. So thanks for watching.